how I feel more attractive and confident as a disabled woman. After I became disabled, I went through a phase where I really internalized the idea I was going to be seen as less attractive for being in a wheelchair. I felt it in the hospital, and I understand why a lot of disabled people feel that way. But once I was back in the real world, something shifted inside of me. I didn't want that reality for myself, so I rejected it. And I think that my life now is proof that I was right. In today's video, I'm sharing 5 habits that changed how I see myself, which in turn changed how everyone else sees me. Number 1, I decided that I'm hot without anybody else's permission. The first thing I did was stop waiting for validation from other people or permission to be able to view myself as attractive. I have realized that a lot of life is just about good marketing. So instead of collecting compliments until I felt like I had enough proof, I decided to just decide in my own mind what I was. I decided what I believe first, and then I'm gonna teach the rest of the world how to view me that way. I wanted to be seen as attractive, so I just started claiming it. I said it in the mirror, I said it in my own mind, I said it casually to other people when I was describing myself, like, oh yeah, of course he's gonna remember me, the pretty girl in the wheelchair. I planted the idea in my own mind until it felt normal, until it felt like second nature. At first it felt like I was lying to myself a little bit, but by now it's my believed reality. And then I noticed other people started reflecting it back to me. A lot of people view me the way that I view myself now. When people leave me rude comments on social media, I don't take them seriously. I've seen those same kind of comments on countless of objectively hot celebrities' pages, so I just assume here's a really unhappy person trying to humble me, and I don't believe it. The truth is, beauty is actually subjective. No matter who you are, there will always be people on this earth who find you attractive and people who don't find you attractive. But when you decide what you believe about yourself and stop trying to earn desirability, you naturally attract people who reinforce the same belief, who have the same belief about you that you do. And then it just becomes your lived experience. You're attractive to yourself, you're attractive to the people in your orbit, therefore in your world, you're attractive and your life experience is that of an attractive person. Number 2, my grooming rituals honor my fluctuating energy. For almost the entire first year of my injury, I completely abandoned all my grooming rituals. And that made sense at the time I was recovering, but it didn't make me feel good about myself. So once year 1 came peeking around the corner, I decided it was time to make a change. I created morning and evening grooming rituals for myself that are non-negotiable. That means every day, no matter what happens, I'm doing these things for myself. But what is negotiable is how intensive they are. It's not all or nothing. On my worst days, it's just a makeup wipe at night and some sunscreen in the morning. And on my best days, it's all the little extras that make me feel amazing. Most days fall somewhere in the middle. My usual night routine is braiding my hair and putting it in a bonnet, using retinol, lash serum, moisturizer, and brushing my teeth with a whitening toothpaste. My daytime routine is vitamin C serum, tinted sunscreen, and SPF lip gloss. On higher energy, lower pain days, I let myself be really luxurious. Things like installing lash clusters, drinking tea with magnesium, doing full glam and body care, mouth taping at night, hair serums. I've been really lucky to have more days like this lately, and I'm able to justify the time investment because I am a model and a content creator. So at the end of the day, looking and feeling good directly benefits me in my career. And I really think that consistency matters way more than intensity. It's not about what I do or doing a lot of things. It's just making sure that I always do something to invest in myself, at least at the end of the day, to tell myself you are loved, you are special, you are worth it, you are important. And if you guys want to know what my ultra luxe routine is when I have all the time to do all the extensive things and all the products I use, let me know in the comments. Number 3, I have a realistic showering schedule. I do not shower every day and I refuse to feel bad about it. When I first became disabled, showering was really draining and honestly risky for me. I would get sick or almost pass out because of my orthostatic intolerance. Over time, my capacity to be upright has improved, but I've just realized that showering every day isn't completely necessary when you're disabled, and there are plenty of other ways to stay clean. Showering is time intensive and physically demanding, and my body just doesn't work the way it used to. I'm not as active. I don't even know if I can sweat anymore. I'm not outside very much. Obviously, I'm not walking anywhere. My skin is extremely dry from poor circulation. So I just stopped forcing an able-bodied standard that didn't make sense for my disabled life. What you're seeing now on the screen is my realistic shower rhythm and hygiene shortcuts, hacks if you will, that I use on non-shower days. Now these days are flexible. I'll move it around to if I have a date, a photo shoot, or an event or something like that I want to be freshly showered for. Obviously I'm going to do that right before and move it around. But in general, this is kind of the schedule or rhythm that I keep, especially when I'm staying home a lot, which I do. Number 4. I am at ease in my own body. Learning to be at ease in my body means accepting what I cannot change and allowing myself to change what I can if I want to, but to do it from a place of self-love and not self-hatred. Instead of thinking things like, oh my God, I hate this thing about myself, I try to think things like, I deserve to take care of myself. Or I'm investing in myself to feel better because I love myself. I also let go of the idea that everything needs to change overnight. Healing, body progress, confidence, improving appearance, that doesn't happen on a deadline. It's like an ongoing project. Another thing that helps me is intentionally seeking out beauty in other people who either look like me or have similar conditions to me. We're often so much harder on ourselves than we would ever be on another person. So if I can look at another girl in a wheelchair and be like, oh my God, she's so beautiful, then that means someone can see me like that too. It really helps me soften the self-judgment. I would never, ever, ever think cruel things about a girl just because she can't walk. I would never think she wasn't beautiful because of that. So like, why on earth would I think that about myself? For my final habit that I'm gonna share in today's video for things that help me feel confident and attractive as a disabled woman. Number 5, I have an intentional style. In my last video, I talked to you guys about how I created a disabled supermodel alter ego to help myself cope with suddenly becoming disabled and having to rebuild my life. And my new style is a part of that. I love having magenta hair with choppy bangs and skinny eyebrows with cool toned makeup, wearing the biggest, darkest, most Rick Owens looking shield sunglasses I can find. And I say Rick Owens looking because I don't have the budget for the real right now. I'm sorry, Rick. All chrome jewelry, tiny little statement tees with micro shorts or really baggy distressed sweatpants. I love chunky shoes with little lacy socks or knee-high compression socks. And my little mini city Balenciaga dupe bag, because again, I don't have the real budget and I don't think anyone should let that stop them from having the aesthetic that they want. Fake it, make it, thrift it, gift it, whatever. My style when I was able-bodied is not my style now. And it's not just because of the new persona, it's also because what looked good on me standing up doesn't necessarily look good on me sitting down. But beyond that, I had to decide what kind of statement that I want to make when I'm rolling into a room. And me personally, I don't want to hide and I don't want to blend in. I'm gonna stick out anyway. I might as well be really memorable and have the people be like, ooh, who's that? And having that kind of vibe, that like it girl, model off-duty vibe, really helps me feel more confident. I study fashion content on social media, Pinterest. I really try to take note of the kind of women whose presence I really admire, and I think to myself, how can I take these vibes and translate it to a seated disabled body? Everyone's version of this will look different, and it's not about like any certain style that anyone should have. It's about creating your own identity. Having a very intentional style helps me move through the world feeling empowered instead of feeling self-conscious. Overall, I've learned that you don't have to lower your standards just because you become disabled. When you change how you treat yourself, how you see yourself, how you think about yourself, and how you show up in the world, people tend to mirror that back to you. Your experiences tend to mirror that back to you. If this resonated, let me know in the comments which habit stuck out to you the most, or if you have some stuff that you want to add that you think would be a great tip for everyone else, please share it with us. And if you want more content like this about confidence, style, mindset, self-care, and just being a disabled baddie in general, please make sure you subscribe.